Hello, this is Dr. LeGros. I am doing introduction right now for Spring GE683 Web. I think I've got 4 students right now, and I think I've had all 4 of you before. I have to double check, but I think all your names were familiar to me. Um, I am going to go over the specific expectations for this course. This is a course that I have taught a few times, and I've taught both doctoral and master's versions of it. I have tweaked and adjusted and changed it some as I've gone. So some of it's my original material, some of it I'm kind of taken over from a previous instructor. So if ever something's not clear, that's probably why, because sometimes my expectations might be a little different than what the original expectations were. So I'm going to give you this opportunity to hear my thinking or my approach to this course. So to begin with, I just want to cover more or less what the regular assignments are. The first one, and I'm looking at 2 laptops at the same time, so if I look at them, I'm not paying attention to the camera. That's why. The first thing I want to talk about is the personal learning plan. Okay, that is something that I contrived and I put together each week, and its purpose is to give me, it's twofold really. One is to give me a lens into your thinking and your reading as you're going through the content and material. The other is to help you provide a focus to what we're reading or what we're doing every week. So you'll notice that I'm not asking that you read in fine detail, lots and lots and lots of stuff. Not saying read these 80 pages and then comment by Wednesday. It's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm asking you to start by taking the content provided for that week. Usually it's going to be a chapter of the text, and it's going to be another article or another video or something else. And I want you to look at the chapter, and the chapter in your book is organized in subtopics or subpoints. Some of them are a few pages long, some of them are a dozen pages long, okay? So what I want you to do, and I'm literally reading you the instructions right from the personal learning plan here. At the beginning of the week, before you read any of your readings or anything, I want you to skim the required resources. Read the headings, read the topics, and get a general idea of what is being covered and what is being discussed that week. Okay, easy enough, right? Then, after you kind of just page through, peruse through, and look at the content, select a minimum of three topics, 1, 2, 3 topics or key points that you are going to focus on that week. Choose areas that you are particularly interested in. Then, job 1, at the beginning of the week, so early on, post to the forum the 3 topics that you've selected, and then give a brief sentence of why you chose each one of those. Okay, so you're going to look at chapter 1, and then maybe there's 10 subtopics for chapter 1, and then I also offered an article that was posted and a couple parts of that article. Read all of those headings and find 3 of those headings or 3 of those bullet points that strike a chord or that resonate with you. So what I'm trying to get you to do, instead of reading 80 pages and not retaining any of it and not getting anything out of any of it, I want you to look through, read through, peruse all of it, and then really do a deep dive on 3 bullet points. So Monday, Tuesday, at the beginning of the week, what I want you to do is to post just, these are the 3 that struck my interest. Here's why this one struck my interest. Here's why this one. Here's why this one. Okay. All right. Then by the end of the week, for all intents and purposes, that's Sunday. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to actually read the article or watch the video or whatever it might be, read the textbook section in depth that you selected, and respond to your post that you made at the beginning of the week. So you're replying to yourself. This is not necessarily a group discussion. You're not reading your peers' stuff. You're not, making comments about what everybody else necessarily. You're welcome to, absolutely welcome to. I might chime in here or there on yours, but really you're answering what you posted at the beginning. Okay. So here's what you're going to do. It's going to be three paragraphs long. All right. That's it. In each paragraph, the key point of what you read or viewed about that theme and how is it useful to you, or be blunt and say this really doesn't help me. Okay, this is the application part. Okay, this is where I can see, I get a lens into, yes, you focused in, you read on this, you took something away from it, and you're moving on. Okay, if you have any questions about how to do that, let me know. Okay, this is your journal, if you will, about what you're looking at and what you're reading and going through in this course. All right. Now, after that, we do have a weekly discussion forum. I'm asking for an original post and 2 response posts. If there's only 4 of you, I realize that that can be challenging. So I really strongly implore you to make your first post on time. Okay. I am rewriting the discussion forums. If you see anywhere in the syllabus, or I try to take everything out, if you see anything in the instructions that talk about a guided overview or talk about, answering multiple questions in the forum and all that other stuff, that's carryover. I've tried to remove all references to that. This video covers what I'm expecting for you in the course. Okay. Make your first discussion post. Now, the previous instructor had 2 questions every week and said, answer both of these questions in separate threads, and you might need to answer several times and da 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 da. That's not what I am doing. Okay. I am rewriting the discussion forums, which is why I haven't published all 15 weeks of the course yet. I'm working on it. And I'm trying to make the discussion forums very applicable to you and easy to discuss. I'm asking you to post once, and that's 50%. I'm asking you to reply to peers, 2 reply posts. If for whatever reason people are falling behind and they're not there and you don't have 2 things to reply to, ping me, okay, email me or something. If nothing else, I'll jump in and I'll give you something to reply to by the end of the day that you let me know that there's an issue. Okay. But please, let's try to stay on top of that. I know that it can be difficult, but I'm trying to make it easy and engaging, and not like you're writing another paper. I don't think discussion posts should be like you're writing another paper. Okay. All right, then the assignments or the main assessments for the course. If you look at the course and if you click on assessments, you'll see that there is a case study about replacing a vacant position. And then there is a memo about accreditation that you are going to write. And then there is a day in the life project, which is an interview. Okay. The day in the life project is, to me, one of the more important parts of this course. Because this is the chance where you get to find and select someone who works in higher education, preferably someone with a leadership role, and interview them, ask them, some questions. So start thinking about that now. Start thinking about who it is that you'd like to interview. And if you have a hard time or if you don't know people in higher education, I know people in higher education. I know a lot of people in higher education. So just let me know whatever position you might want to interview. If you want to interview a provost or associate provost or even a president or director of online education or whatever, and you want a community college, you want a HBCU, anything short of Harvard University, and I have worked at Harvard, just not in a long time, I should be able to help you find someone to interview. So start thinking ahead about that. All right. And then at the end, there's just a reflection, and this is not a big deal. It's just you thinking back on what you've learned and what we've covered here in the course and your own student experience. Okay. So I hope that's all understandable. This is not overwhelming. There's no 100-page paper or anything like that. Um, I am going to try to schedule a few times to meet over the course of the term, even though it's just the four of us. And if you've had me before, you also know that I'm always available. Even if I'm not always timely about grading, you can always reach me. And if you, email me, I'll and need to set up a time to call, we can always do that too. So, all right, I think that's it. Looking forward to it. This is one of my favorite courses to teach. So, as always, let me know if you have any questions.